Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Gabe here. I'm going to be talking to you guys about worthiness and deservingness in your twin flame journey. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to be pulling cards from Whispers of Healing to help us move through this message tonight. So I first want to start off by saying you are worthy of your twin flame. You are worthy of love just as you are right now. And you may think well, if I'm worthy and deserving of my twin flame, where are they? And that's because even though you are worthy and deserving of love right now, you must first give that to yourself. You must first feel that you're deserving through your relationship with God. God already sees that you are deserving. God already sees that you are worthy. It's only you that, is blocking yourself from receiving. And you might think well, I don't want to be blocking myself. What? How do I do that? And we all have blocks one way or another to our good, to love. And we're just healing that with the mirror exercise or, just going in, feeling our feelings and loving ourselves. And the thing to keep in mind is that it is a journey, it is a process, and you can't actually control your healing. You can choose to heal and do the healing as your blocks come up, but you don't get to control and go digging for all the upsets you could possibly have to control your journey and get there faster. God's in control of that. All you can do is take it as it comes and heal one thing at a time. But it's important to start affirming when you recognize that you are worthy of love and affirming when you are deserving of your twin flame. But again, you have to give it to yourself first. And so the first card that goes along with this is respect. Yeah, you have to respect yourself. And this is actually one of the core tenets of the foundation for your harmonious union. Something that I was guided to, I think it was last night or the night before, was I would just flipped open Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover by Jeff and Shaleia. You can get that on Amazon. In there, it talks about the foundation, the foundational building blocks to your harmonious union, and something that you have to have in order to have a successful harmonious union. Those things are complete honesty, commitment, trust. I don't have the exact list in front of me, but one of those is respect. And you have to respect not only your twin flame, but you have to respect yourself. And really that respect comes first, is really respecting yourself, treating yourself well, knowing that you are deserving of love, and you deserve to give yourself that love. You don't have to wait for anyone to give that to you. In fact, you are God's child, and so denying yourself love, denying yourself the respect that you deserve, is kind of saying that, God was wrong. And that's something that a friend of mine recently kind of drilled into my head, is if you feel like you're not worthy of respect, if you feel like you're not lovable, if you feel like you're not any of these things, it's you're telling God that you're wrong, that God is wrong. God created you as his perfect child, and you believing anything other than that is a form of arrogance. And it's oh, wow. And that's not to say feel bad. You never have to feel bad for anything. But you can look at that and make a new choice and say, you know what? God sees me as worthy. I am worthy. And it may take some time and a process to really move through this, because many of us pick up this lack of worthiness, lack of deservingness, lack of valuing ourselves over the years. We see our parents not value themselves. Maybe we've had family members that don't value us, or people in our lives that don't value us. But it's really always a reflection of how you feel about yourself. And so as you start to change that view, you catch yourself saying oh, well, I'm not that good about this. Shut that down. Use the mirror exercise if you feel a feeling about it, but don't give any power to that voice. That's ego. And it's not your friend. It's not even real. It's just something that you've allowed to like play out in your mind until you believed it. And you can always undo that. You can make a new choice. And so, yeah, this is a really good card about, respect yourself first on your twin flame journey. And, that's how you like build up that worthiness and, attract them to you. Yeah. And our next card is growth. Yeah. Like, some of you who are in separation with your twin flame, myself included, this is a time for growth. It's not a time to give up. It's not a time to say like, fuck, well, I can't be with my twin flame. Apologies for my French. But you can be with your twin flame, and all it takes is your own inner growth. You don't have to go outside of yourself and like do anything crazy. If you feel called to express yourself, express yourself. It's safe to be honest and open and vulnerable with your twin flame. But when you express yourself, you can't have expectations for what's going to happen. You just have to, if you feel peaceful about it, express yourself and just know that like, if they respond to you, great. If they don't respond to you, great. Either way, you have your next piece to like mirror and say like, okay, well, where am I like not talking to myself? Where am I not doing these things? It's always an opportunity for growth with your twin flame, because they're showing you where, they're showing you where you still have something to work on. Your twin flame is always going to be your guru first. They're not going to be your lover first. They're your guru first. They're always your teacher first. And they're your best teacher because they show you like where you're not doing X, Y, Z for yourself. And sometimes it can feel really harsh, especially if your twin flame's blocking you or whatever it is. But they're really like compassionately loving you and showing you where you're blocking yourself, showing you where you're not respecting yourself, showing you where you're not growing, showing you where like you're codependent on something. It's all a form of love, even if it doesn't feel that way. That doesn't mean you have to accept bad behavior or like disrespect from them, but it is something to say like, I'm upset by this. I don't like that they're doing this. There's something within me that is, doing this. They are literally you. And so, it's safe to be like humbled there and say, I don't have to accept that behavior from them, but I don't have to accept it in myself either. And I'm going to work on that. It's always an opportunity for growth. Yeah. And the next card is give back. Something here that's really important in your healing cycles and on this journey is giving back. As you're learning on this journey, it's really important to share what you've learned, because that's how you fully integrate the healing. You share your experiences, you share, you don't have to share like the sad sob story. You share like what you've learned along the way, like how you've overcome certain things. For me, it's like, I can see how like I have like hoarded a lot of like awareness. And this is something that was shown to me in like the transformation game I played recently. Like it's a really great game. It's like, it's a spiritual game, like literally has like angels that come and like help you play it. Not, you don't come and like, you don't see them obviously, but like, unless you're attuned to that, but they literally like guide you through it and help you learn lessons along the way. And, when you hoard a bunch of awareness, it keeps you from moving forward. You have to give to others in order to move forward, because in your giving, you receive the full gift entirely. And especially as a divine masculine, for me, it's a learning experience to actually like share myself and be this like vulnerable and open, because it's something that I wasn't like historically comfortable doing. For me, like I just like didn't want to share myself. I was afraid I didn't have anything to say. And that's like where it's another like side of the coin of arrogance, is thinking that you're not worthy, thinking that your experiences aren't valuable. So like if you're on the Twin Flames Universe Open Forum, or if you're not already, you should join. Come and share your experiences, share what you've learned on your journey. And the great thing about a spiritual community is that those of us who are on the journey, like, can see, like, maybe where you are blocking yourself, maybe where it's like, hey, like, there's a misalignment here, you're projecting this, or maybe like, hey, this is great insight, I needed that for my healing. We all help each other, and that's how you grow on this journey. That's how you make progress on this journey. And it's really important to remember that, and that's how you're going to make progress. Yes, I feel like this is confirmation, forward movement. Yeah, like, as you share yourself, as you like continue to respect yourself, love yourself, you move forward. You have forward momentum. If you just stay in the same upset, if you stay on the couch, this is something I have done before on my twin flame journey, especially early on, is there's this tendency to like want to obsess over like even card readings, like this one on the internet. You want to go from card reading to card reading. You want to go pull all the cards of your own, trying to get awareness, trying to get something, and you're trying to get something from outside of you. You're trying to actually seek comfort when you can give yourself that comfort. And so like if you stay in that like tizzy and that anxiety, you're just going to keep perpetuating that waiting energy. You have to actually take positive steps forward, by sharing yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself. And then that's how you're going to make progress on the journey. Even if it seems like a roundabout way, even if it seems like my twin flame, like, maybe isn't talking to me right now, but I'm over here, like, starting to feel good. Okay, cool. Like, that's how you're going to attract your twin flame. You focus on yourself, you do the things that you care about, and they're like, hey, like, I kind of like that because that resonates with them. You raised your vibration, and they want to be a part of it. So, yeah, it feels good. Flow. Yes. This is something that I did a video on yesterday, actually. God just wanted me to turn on the camera, and I just turned on the camera and talked about, like, literally everything that came up in my mind about connecting with God and going with the flow. And like, it felt really good. I felt like at the time I was like, I feel like I'm just rambling, but at the same time, it felt really good to just share and be in that flow. And, if you find that, when you're in the flow, maybe you veer off track sometimes, it's okay. You just make a new choice, you get back on track. Like, it is a process, it is a journey for a reason. And, even like the river, even the flow, like sometimes there's little offshoots that go off and, do their own little thing, but like the river itself keeps flowing and you can always make your way back. All right. Mental repetition. Yeah. Okay. I know what this one's about. This is about, you're going over the same things over and over in your head. I've done it before too. I am a compulsive, like, overthinker. And sometimes you just have to get out of your head, because you can see here how it's like, this tree isn't actually very healthy by just staying up in your head. This is how you get gray hair. Like, this is how you drive yourself crazy, by just going over and over and over and over the same scenario. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And you just have to let it go. You have to go with the flow, and you have to like allow yourself to feel good, feel happy, feel free. And yeah, bottom of the deck is compassion. Have compassion for yourself on this journey. This is one of the big things that I'm learning for myself as well. If you're like me, I've had like perfectionist qualities my entire life, and that results in being very like hard on yourself, and it can be very debilitating to be so hard on yourself, where it's like you work a lot and you feel like you're not getting anything from it, so you burn out, and then you feel lazy, and then you repeat that cycle. And it's really important to be compassionate, because this, like, again, it's a journey, it's a process. You have to take it one step at a time and be compassionate with yourself. It's never appropriate to beat yourself up. It's never appropriate to feel bad. You can just say, you know what, I don't really like this. I'm learning, and I'm gonna make a new choice. And if you make a new choice and then tomorrow, like, you find like, oh shit, I didn't abide by that choice, you make the choice again. Okay, I'm still learning. There was something someone said to me today. You know, God doesn't punish or make you feel bad for learning on this journey. Like, you wouldn't, a toddler, when they're learning to walk, he's gonna fall a lot. They're gonna run into things. They're gonna bump their head. They're gonna fall down. They're gonna cry. And maybe they're gonna wanna give up and crawl because, like, you know, well, that seemed easier. But God doesn't like punish you for, you know, making those mistakes. God just like helps you back up and, you know, helps you learn, stabilizes you and helps you like get started again. God thinks it's cute. Like, you know, it's like, you know, you're still his perfect child. You're just learning how to walk. You're learning how to, you know, be a spiritual person. You're learning how to be your divine self. And, you know, it's important to know that you already are your divine self. You already are whole. And you're just remembering that. And it's okay if you forget along the way. It's okay if, you know, you stumble a couple times. It's just have compassion. You can pick yourself right back up and start over. Or, you know, not even start over. You can pick back up from where you left off. If you've made 3 steps, you can make those 3 steps again and then maybe make a 4th. So yeah, it's really important to just take care of yourself and really value and have compassion for yourself. Yeah, well, this feels complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want a reading or you'd like to work with me as an ascension coach, you can find my services at sacredtwinflameunion.com. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.